What's good, you animals? Jake here, dumb as ever, and last year the iconic tokusatsu franchise Super Sentai was put on hiatus. This series was of course the basis for the American show Power Rangers, and 49 seasons of the show had been released over the past 50 years. But because of declining sales, Toei made the decision to put the show on hold after its 50th anniversary, opting to start a brand new series called Project Red. Project Red started with Gavan Infinity, which was a new show inspired by the 80s Metal Hero show. So far I've been enjoying it, but it has been lacking a certain something for me, and as the months have gone on, leaks have made it clear that Gavan is only going to be around 25 episodes, so half of a regular Super Sentai season. And another Project Red show was going to pick up right where Gavan leaves off. This was always a plan, by the way. It seems like Project Red is designed for throwing new ideas at the wall. Gavan, in my opinion, has suffered a bit because they started with a really safe option. I do feel like this show could have been called Super Sentai with a few changes, and the actual toy line felt like a copy and paste of the last Super Sentai toy line. Don't get me wrong, I love a lot about the show. The actors are great, it's often really funny, and the action can be amazing, but it also feels like the show has been episodic without actually moving the overarching plot along. And while human villains are a neat twist, using the same monster costume over and over has been really boring. The toy line has also been very so-so for me. I went into it way more positive than some people, but really the main robot and its upgrade components aren't that interesting. Dolnado was not the upgrade I was hoping it would be, though the train looks really cool. I may still pick that one up. My favorite aspect of the line are the gimmick toys, called Emo Gears. They look like little batteries that carry emotional power within, and they all have little butt cheeks. But now the second Project Red show has been fully revealed. Kakuseihunter Omegahorn, which looks so unique to me. The show is about an explorer named Shout, who discovers the Omegahorn, a powerful device that can command kaiju. The leaks have been suggesting that the show is inspired by Pokemon, and I can totally see it, especially with our main character Shout. He can henshin into a form that looks like Gavan Infinity's casual wear, complete with a backwards cap incorporated into the helmet. I love the giant zipper too. I don't know, I love how unique this costume is. There's way more to learn about the show, but I am primarily interested in talking about the toy line in this video, which again seems so much more exciting than Gavan's to me. Since the series is based around the organic horned beasts, the DX toys are more like action figures this time, rather than the standard Sentai robots. The action figure of our main kaiju named Inkaku looks excellent. I think the glossy plastic makes it feel very toyetic, but you still get a sense that he is a living being. He has really limited articulation, but there are some pretty obvious hints that he will have a standing mode at some point in the future. Just as a design, I think he's cool. Maybe not super iconic to me off rip, but I'll wait to see the monster truly in action before I really decide how I feel. The DX set also comes with the Omegahorn itself, which looks a lot smaller than the Gavarian trigger. It is made to look like a megaphone, which makes sense because if you want to command a giant beast, they need to be able to hear you. I'm not 100% sure on this, but the Omegahorn may have some voice recognition software, like you can say a certain command and it will make a noise, but again I'm unsure about this aspect of the toy. Another cool part of the line is that they are continuing the Emo Gears, though with a twist. These are Eagle Gears, each of which contains a different kaiju. I'm assuming they work like Pokeballs, but we don't know for sure. The Eagle Gear plug into the Omegahorn to activate lights and sounds. The weapon can also transform into a jet called the Omegahorn Fighter, which certainly does look like something. The Gavarian trigger had the same thing. It does seem like a focus is giving kids as much to play with as possible, so I respect it. The coolest part of the Omegahorn is that it can combine with Inkaku, creating this platform and cannon on his back. I'm not sure if this is going to be his normal fighting mode or if it's a power-up, but it is really cool to me. The Eagle Gear can still plug in, giving you kaiju roaring noises. And this is not the only way to upgrade him. We've gotten pictures of several other DX kaiju. One is a Brachiosaurus kaiju with a hammer for a face. Clicking a button will have his head slammed down for an attack. This kaiju can actually be connected to the side of Inkaku, giving him a hammer weapon. In a similar manner, we have a swordfish kaiju. It can connect to the side of Inkaku, giving him a huge sword. There's also a green two-headed dragon, which can split apart to form wings for Inkaku. And finally, we've seen a bulldog-looking kaiju. It can seem seemingly split into two smaller bulldogs, and they can become boxing gloves for Inkaku. I think maybe those are boxing gloves, I can't really tell. I think this thing fully kitted out will look insane, and unlike Gavan's robot, it does seem like you'll be able to connect multiple other kaiju at the same time. These just feel like they have so much more personality compared to the Gavarian units. Speaking of, those can also combine with Inkaku. And the crazy thing is, they look amazing. The Emor gears and the Eagle gears are also compatible with each other's toys. Though it seems like the Eagle gears have generic noises in the Gavarian trigger. In addition to Inkaku, there's also a DX set of the rival Omegahorn user. The Omegahorn in this set looks like a straight repaint, and the kaiju seems to be a new mold. I do think the gold and white is a really cool color combo. There will also be a replica Omegahorn set. Not sure what that means without the context of the show, but it's a more muted version of the weapon, and it comes by itself instead of with the kaiju. A couple other toys I wanted to mention is the Omega Analyzer, which is actually the device that allows Shout to transform into his battle suit. It can read Eagle gear as well, so I wonder if it acts like a Pokédex, telling you what each one does. It isn't the most striking piece of plastic, but it does seem cooler than like a phone, for instance. There's also an action figure of Shout, and it kind of looks awful, especially that waist area. I don't know why this looks so bad while the Kamen Rider figures look amazing, but I think I'm going to wait on the SH Figuarts of Shout. Overall, I am so excited for both this show and the toy line, and I'm really impressed by the level of creativity I'm seeing, as well as the clever way they've integrated Gavan's toys in, while still very much feeling like a separate toy line from Gavan. I'm hoping the show matches my expectations, but we'll have to see. Thanks for watching, let me know what you think of these toys in the comments, drop a like and subscribe to help out the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.